Now, let's look at sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is reproduction in which two individuals, one male and one female, are involved to produce a new individual. They produce sex cells or gametes which fuse to form a new organism. Sex cells are of two types, male sex and female sex. Here, the male fuses with the female gamete to form a new cell called a zygote. This zygote then grows and develops into a new organism in due course of time. Sex cells or gametes are also known as germ cells. Let's have a look at sexual reproduction in flowering plants. The plants, in which the sex organs are carried within the flowers and the seeds are enclosed in a fruit, are called angiosperms, flowering plants. The flowering plants are reproduced by the sexual reproduction method. The sex organs of a plant are in its flowers. The function of a flower is to make male and female gametes and to ensure that fertilization will take place to make new seeds for the reproduction of plants. The parts of a flower. The main parts of flower are receptacle. The base of a flower to which all the parts of a flower are attached is called a receptacle. Sepals, group name calyx. Sepals are green outermost leaf-like floral organs that protect the flower in the bud stage. Petals, group name corolla. The colorful parts of a flower are called petals. The petals lie inside the sepals. Petals attract insects to flowers for pollination. They also provide protection to centrally placed reproductive organs. Stamen. Stamen is the male reproductive part and it produces pollen grains that are yellowish in color. The stalk of the stamen is called filament and the swollen top of the stamen is called anther. The anther of stamen makes the pollen grains and stores them. Carpel. The carpel is the female reproductive organ and is present in the center of a plant. The shape of the carpel is like a flask. The carpel is made of three parts, stigma, style and ovary. The top part of the carpel is called the stigma. The stigma is sticky and receives pollen from the anther of the stamen. The pollen grains stick to the stigma. The center part of the carpel is called style. Style is a tube that connects the stigma to the ovary. The bottom part of the carpel, which is swollen, is called the ovary. It is here that the ovules are made and stored. There are many ovules in the ovary, and each ovule contains one female gamete of the plant. The female gamete of the plant, which is present inside the ovule, is called egg or ovum. Therefore, female gametes are made in the ovary of carpel. The female organ of a plant is also called pistil. The flowers which contain only sex organs, either stamens or carpels, are called unisexual flowers. For example, papaya and watermelon plants. The flowers which contain both the sex organs, stamens as well as carpel, are called bisexual flowers. For example, hibiscus and mustard plants. Pollination. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower is called pollination. It takes place by wind, water, or insects. If the pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma of the same flower, it is self-pollination, and if it is transferred from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower, it is cross-pollination. Pollination takes place by insects, wind, water, etc. Now, let's look at fertilization. After the pollen grain is transferred to the stigma, it produces a pollen tube which passes through the style and enters the ovary and ovule. In the ovule, the male germ cell, male gamete, fuses with the female germ cell, female gamete, to form a zygote. This process is called fertilization. After fertilization, the zygote divides several times and forms the embryo, which then develops into the seed, and the ovary develops into the fruit. Formation of fruits and seeds. In the ovule, the fertilized egg divides several times to form an embryo. A tough coat is developed around the ovule and it gradually develops into a seed. The ovary of flower develops to become a fruit which contains seeds inside it. Other parts of the flower like sepal, stamen, stigma and style become dry and fall off. Fruit takes place of the flower. Seed is protected by the fruit. Some fruits are soft and juicy, while the other fruits are hard and dry. The seed. The seed is the reproductive unit of a plant. With this seed, the new plant can be grown as the seed contains a baby plant and food for the baby plant inside it. The part of the baby plant and seed which grown into leaves is called plumule, and the part which develops into roots is called radicle. The part of the seed which stores food for the baby plant is called cotyledon. The baby plant inside a seed is in a dormant state. It is only when we provide it with suitable environment like water, air, light, etc., it germinates and a new plant grows. Wheat grains, gram, corn, peas, beans, etc., are examples of seeds. Sexual reproduction in animals. It is a type of reproduction in which the formation and fusion of sex cells called gametes occurs. Characteristics. It generally involves two parents, so also called biparental reproduction. It takes place by combination of special reproductive cells called sex cells. They are also known as gametes. Male gamete in animals is called sperm, and female gamete in animals is called ovum or egg. It involves formation and fusion of gametes. Daughter cells are genetically different from the parents, as variation appear due to new combination of genes during crossing over. It is found in higher plants and animals. Fusion of gamete give rise to a single cell called zygote. So zygote is a fertilized ovum or fertilized egg. There are two types of fertilization in animals. External fertilization. When fertilization takes place outside the animal's body, it is external fertilization. Most of the aquatic animals show external fertilization. For example, fish and frog. Internal fertilization. When fertilization takes place inside the animal's body, it is internal fertilization. Examples: mammals, birds, reptiles, etc. What is puberty? You must have observed that when a child is small, it becomes difficult to distinguish from appearance whether the child is a boy or a girl. But as we grow, changes start taking place in the body. The period during which adolescent boys and girls reach sexual maturity and become capable of reproduction is called puberty. Changes that take place in boys during puberty. Hair growth on the face, mustache and beard, chest, armpits, and pubic regions. The voice deepens. Testes increase in size and begin producing sperm. The chest and shoulders broaden. The body becomes more muscular due to muscle development. There is a rapid increase in height. Changes that take place in girls during puberty. Breasts develop and enlarge. Ovaries start releasing eggs, ova. Menstruation begins. Hips broaden. Hair growth in armpits and pubic regions. Human male reproductive system. The human male reproductive system includes testes. Occur in pairs. Make sperm. Make the male hormone, testosterone. Scrotum. Protects the testes. Keeps a lower temperature than the body. Epididymis. A tube-like structure in the scrotum. Stores sperm and helps it move. Vas deferens or sperm duct. A tube-like structure from the lower part of the epididymis. Seminal vesicles make fluid that helps sperm move in females. The prostate gland makes milky fluid that helps sperm move. This fluid gives nutrition to the sperm and helps it move easily. Penis. The part used during sex. Releases sperm. Human female reproductive system. The female reproductive system includes ovaries, a pair of organs, one on each side of the uterus. Make the female sex cell, ovum ova. Produce female hormones estrogen and progesterone. Fallopian tubes. Exist in pairs, originating from the uterus and extending up to each ovary. Receive the ovum from the ovary. Uterus. A pear-shaped muscular hollow structure where the fetus develops. Cervix. The narrow lower part of the uterus. Vagina. A tube-like structure. Sperm discharge occurs here. Acts as the birth canal. Now let's look at fertilization in human beings. During sexual intercourse, the male's sperm enters the female's vagina, traveling to the oviduct where fertilization occurs. One sperm fuses with an egg, forming a zygote. Fertilization takes place in the oviduct. The zygote divides several times, forming an embryo, which then embeds into the thick lining of the uterus, called implantation. After implantation, a disc-like special tissue, known as the placenta, develops between the uterus wall and the embryo. The embryo gets nutrition from the mother's blood through the placenta. The child's development takes 9 months, and then the child is born. Gestation. Menstruation. The ovary produces one egg every month, a process known as ovulation. Meanwhile, the uterus prepares to receive the fertilized egg. If fertilization does not take place, then the uterus wall breaks and is discharged from the vagina as blood and mucus. This cycle, known as menstruation, occurs once every month. Reproductive health. Population growth is a significant issue due to limited resources, prompting the active spread of birth control methods. Additionally, unsafe sexual acts can lead to various diseases known as sexually transmitted diseases, STDs. Common STDs include gonorrhea, caused by bacteria; syphilis, caused by bacteria; AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, caused by the virus HIV. Let's look at a few birth control methods. Birth control methods include barrier methods, like condoms and diaphragms, which stop sperm from meeting the ovum. Chemical methods. Women can use 2 types of pills, oral pills and vaginal pills, to avoid pregnancy. Intrauterine contraceptive devices. An example is the copper T, placed inside a woman's uterus to stop the implantation of a fertilized egg. Surgical methods. In males, it's called vasectomy, which involves removing and tying up a part of the vas deferens. In females, it's called tubectomy, which involves removing and tying up a small portion of the oviducts. Now, here's a secret on how you can study effectively with the EduRev app. You can learn with chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve NCERT-based MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev. And that's not all, you also get amazing courses for Class 10 and much more for your Class 10 preparation. Thank you.